But tragically, your brother passed away.
Yes, sir.
You know, tell me uh, how that experience of losing your brother, how did that impact your life?
I mean, so really, like losing, like he just went like a big brother. He was like a father. I'm LaDarian Clardy, and this is Behind the Work.
Welcome to a special edition of Do Work Sports Behind the Work, powered by the Watson Firm and sponsored by Sonny's Barbecue. I'm your host, Dante Shepard, and I'm here today with the number 14 safety in the nation, Escambia High School's LaDarian Clardy. We're going to take the time out to find out what he does behind the work. Why did you fall in love with football?
I mean, really, just so I don't know if nobody know, but like Trent Richardson, my god brother, and Julio Jones, my cousin, and then I got two older big brothers. So really, just watching them ball out. So it started with Trent Richardson. My dad actually started him playing football. So really just going to his games. Watching him work out, watching him put in the extra work, kill the next level. That just inspired me to just play football. And then seeing my big brother do it as well. And we always was competitive with each other.
And I've seen pictures of you, your dad, and Ladarius,
Yes, sir.
In Alabama jerseys.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, you've been watching them for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But most people around the nation know you as LaDarian Clardy. But people in Pensacola know you as Squirrel.
Yeah.
Like, where did this name Squirrel really come from, man?
I mean, I always just used to run around with my big brothers, just used to run into walls. Then I was like 5. I used to just flip on my head and stuff like that, just doing all wild stuff. So
Yeah.
really, they just started calling me Squirrel, and I was just running everywhere, just running around.
As I went to looking at the name squirrel, I started looking up what are the attributes of a squirrel. So let me share with you
Yes, sir.
some attributes of a squirrel.
Yes,
And you
sir.
can tell me if these traits describe who you are.
Oh, yeah.
So how vocal are you?
I mean, I'm real vocal, like in any room, I can light the room up, you know what I'm saying, no matter how many people in the room.
All right, do you take that vocal ability on and off the field?
Most
How are
definitely.
you? How are you when during game time? What are you saying? If we're in the huddle,
Yes, sir.
game's on the line. What are you saying to your teammates?
I mean, I'm telling my guys, I'm getting, first I'm going to tell them I'm going to get them my all.
You got a quarterback, game on the line. I know you telling them, throw me the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You seem like you one of those type of guys that's
Yeah.
like, hey, man, I ain't trying to be cocky, but if you just throw me the
I'm
ball.
going to go to work,
Yeah, I'm going to
Hey,
do what I do.
If you know, man, just get me the ball. I'm going to take care of the rest.
Not only that, bold and aggressive. I've seen you play,
Yes, sir.
and you're physical. Many of the colleges across the nation, and we're going to get to that
Yes,
later
sir.
about where you're interested in, but when you watch your film, I mean, you like to hit.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen you come down from the safety spot. Does that represent who you are, this bold aggressiveness?
I mean, hey, that's a big part of my game, you know what I'm saying? Like also what you like the colleges love how bold I am, love how aggressive I am. That's what they let me know, that's what they really say. That's what stand out about my film, you know what I'm saying? Because every safety is not going to come down and make a tackle. And that's what I fell in love with. That's what I love to do.
Okay. All right. So we know. Now y'all know the attributes of a squirrel is definitely LaDarian Clardy.
Oh, yeah.
Bouncing over to football moments. Moments is what football is all about,
Yes, sir.
man. You don't forget great moments in the
Yes,
game.
sir.
From Little League to high school, there are some certain moments. Can you just share with me and all that are watching, what's one of your favorite moments
Yes, sir.
in your football journey?
It was our first playoff game to go to the championship, and we was playing against a team called the Rattlers. The Rattlers. So, A&G Rattlers, you know what I'm saying? They had a couple good guys on their team that they was comparing me to or whatnot. So we ended up going into overtime. Nobody scored until like the fourth quarter, I think, and then they ended up scoring 6 points, and we ended up scoring 6 points. So fast forward, we going to overtime. So I end up making a big stop. I end up making a big stop on fourth down to stop them from scoring, you know what I'm saying? Then we bounce right back, come back on offense. We run the play, they stopped it. So then the next play on second down, we run trips left. I get it, hit that corner and burn everybody, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like everybody start running on the field.
What you did on the field transpired to the joy in their life.
Yes, sir.
And I think some people really forget that, man.
Yes, sir.
That sports is bigger than just the sport. It's
most
bigger
definitely.
than the game. We're going to take a break right here. Thank y'all so much for joining Behind the Work. Once again, powered by Aaron Watson, the Watson Firm, and sponsored by Sonny's Barbecue. It's great talking with you, man. That was really exciting to hear so much about your childhood and what inspired you to play football.
Yes, sir.
Your oldest brother, Ladarius, most people know him, Pine Forest High School, one of the greatest players that played in our area. Went off to Kennesaw State, incredible football player. One thing about your personality that sticks out is you light up a room.
Yes, sir.
I think that was an inheritance
Yeah.
for all of y'all
yeah.
because he does the same thing.
Yes, sir.
But tragically, your brother passed away.
Yes, sir.
You know, tell me how that experience of losing your brother, how did that impact your life?
I mean, so really, like, losing, like, he just went like a big brother. He was like a father figure. Just sit in one room, you know what I'm saying, and just, like.
He was inspiration
I
for
was
you
just,
because he played on a college level,
yes, sir.
And you had those same dreams, but then he passed away. So you said, like, it took you into a place where
it really
mentally,
just.
how were you mentally?
I mean, like, it was like I was gone. Like, I wasn't listening to my parents. Like, I was getting in trouble in school, you know what I'm saying, doing the wrong things. Will my big brother be proud of me, like, of the road that I'm going down, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was like, nah, it's like I was going down the wrong road, the wrong path, you know what I'm saying? So, once I just sat there, like, for a couple of days, you know, and just asked myself, like, will my brother be proud of me? Like, nah, man, you know, I prayed to God, you know, like, it was even some times where he came in my dream, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you know, it took a toll on me, but it's like now it's like I use that as my extra help.
And I've noticed on a lot of your posts, you put two living.
Yes, sir.
Explain that to me when you say you use him as motivation.
I mean, so
living?
When I say like two living, really just basically saying like he's still living through me. Like I just want everybody to know like that my brother like will never be forgetting. You know, he was like one of them ones. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if everybody, if you know my brother, then you know like he was really one of them ones. Me losing my big brother didn't just hurt me. Like it hurt the community. You know what I'm saying? You know, so.
I think that's incredible, man. That you use that as personal motivation. How has Michael having that brother? Because it's different if you didn't have no brother at all.
Sir.
But you still have your middle brother. How has Michael, as now the oldest, supported you throughout this journey?
When this happened, when my brother passed, when Ladarius passed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, then it was some days where we'll just be in the room together and cry together, you know what I'm saying? And just let each other know we got each other. So it was just like, my brother, you know, Michael, I really appreciate him. He always been there for me, you know what I'm saying, through anything.
How have your mom and dad played a significant role in just helping you, supporting you through in football and just overall life?
So I mean, my parents, you know, they played the biggest role, like out of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you know, my parents, the ones that never gave up on me. Like I was telling you how I was getting like into a little trouble in my 9th grade year. It's like when nobody went there for me, my parents was always there. They never gave up on me. They always seen it in me. So really, just to talk about my mom, you know, like my mom always been there, you know what I'm saying? Like from the jump, from the time I was 4 years old, the time I was, you feel, I'm 17, school, you know what I'm saying?
And she been still a baby.
Yeah, she
like
been
you her baby boy. So
she been
that hit different, man,
it does.
for a lot of moms.
It does. She been to every game. I can't count on one game that she missed. It wasn't no game that she missed, you know. That means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when you know you got a supportive mom, you know, that actually cares about you, that's doing the extra for you, you know, that means a lot to me. And like I said, to give you an extra motivation, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if my parents doing all this, I can't let them down. It's like they believe in me. My dad is like, that's my guy, man. It's like my dad, like, he was my first coach. So my dad was my first coach. So it wasn't just
Now you know. Do you know that your dad was a really good football player?
He said he was, but I
I'm telling you, man, your
don't.
dad, man. Many people don't know, man, and this was so amazing about your father and how active he is in your life.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't know if people know this stat, but 70% of African American males are fatherless.
Yes, sir.
That means that either their father don't live in their home or they possibly don't even know their father. Like,
Yes, sir.
Square, I didn't meet my father when I was 30 years old.
Yes, sir.
And still don't have the type of relationship that you have. And I want you to know, you got it. That is a special thing to have mom and dad.
Yeah,
no
that's
matter,
yeah, that's
no
what I was
matter
gonna say.
what. That's
It's
special,
like,
man.
some people have a father but no mom,
Yep,
or
and
some
vice
people have
versa.
a mom but no dad. You know what I'm saying? And I have both, and not even just my mom. I have a great support system.
Yeah.
You know, I got aunties, godmamas.
Your
You know,
grandma.
my grandma, my number one fan. You know, she
Yeah.
never missed a game either. So really, just my support system is crazy, and it's like, you know, I just got a lot of support, and it just like give me extra motivation to, like, you know, they believe in my dreams, so I just can't let them down.
You were talking about your dad, and I interrupted and just
Yes,
told
sir.
you how great your dad was as an athlete. But his time was cut short. We look at dads like Deion Sanders
Yes, sir.
and his sons.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's the type of bond me and my dad got. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like my dad, just like Deion Sanders and his son. My dad was my first coach, so it wasn't always easy, and it was like my dad always put the extra pressure on me. My dad been there from since day one. Like he the one started me playing football. You know what I'm saying? Started me and my brothers playing football. It helped me so much because it's like when you get to the next level, like, it's gonna be some times where you have bad days with coaches screaming at you, getting on to you. Sometimes they gonna get on to you for no reason, just to see what type of attitude you got. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate my dad so much, just for, you know, putting the extra work on me, putting the hard work on me, because it got me to where I am now.
wow, man, that's incredible, man. And it's the fact that the maturity of you to see it later. A lot of times, a lot of athletes don't understand what
Yes, sir.
they have. Let's jump to core values. Like, what does LaDarian Clardy stand for as a person?
Yeah, so really, family number one, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, not God, you know. I say God first, you know. God changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done had my ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? But it's like God never gave up on me, you know what I'm saying? It was like since I was born to now, like, I just feel like God, it's set in stone for me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like God
Promises.
had already had my story written. I love my family. I go crazy about my family, you know what I'm saying? Then honesty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very honest person. I'm honest with myself, you know, honest with my coaches, my players, my parents. I would want somebody else to be honest to me, like, okay, if I'm doing something wrong on the field, just, you know, be honest with me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Don't just tell me how good I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I would never learn.
You got a lot of college coaches calling you.
Yes, sir.
Colleges after you. I think, what, 30 plus offers?
Yes, sir.
Amazing journey so far. Many people don't know, and many people do know, but this Saturday,
Yes, sir.
you're going to commit.
Yeah.
This is really what it's all about, the commitment.
Oh, yeah.
Honesty and trust. Before we kind of get into what coaches, what schools are being honest with you, and what schools do you trust right now, tell me a little bit about this recruiting process.
Sometimes you're going to get, like, overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you only can pick one school, and it's like all these coaches calling your phone, like, they showing you love, showing you and your family love. So it's like, you know, they make it like it's very hard to make a choice. You know, like, at the end of the day, you only can pick one.
I did notice that you just got some new schools that's
Yes,
trying
sir.
to jump in the mix.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about the ones that you are considering
Yes, sir.
for this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me one thing. I'm just going to say a name, a school name, and you're going to tell me one thing that sticks out for that
Yes, sir.
school. FSU.
Coach Norvell.
You like Coach
Yeah,
Norvell?
he always had good vibes from the day I met him, you know what I'm saying? His mood never changed, you know, and that's what always stood out to me about him.
Very genuine guy.
Yeah, very genuine. He's
That's-
a family guy also.
All right, here we go. Vanderbilt.
Like I was saying before, honesty, you know what I'm saying? It's like Vanderbilt always been honest with me from day one, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love about them.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State was my first SEC offer, so, you know, I just feel like
Loyalty,
The school,
yeah.
yeah, loyalty. They been seeing it in me.
We got UCF.
Hey, I can see myself, the players, you know what I'm saying? That's what really stood out to me, how they bond together, you know, like the goal. They all have the same goal. They trying to reach the same goal, you know, trying to win natty, you know.
Ole Miss.
I have a bond with like Coach Lane Kiffin that I don't have like with a lot of other coaches, you know what I'm saying? Like he check on me every other day, you know what I'm saying? Checking on me and my family. It's sometimes he called me and we won't even talk about football, you know what I'm saying?
Washington.
A lot of people don't know about Washington staff. Like they got Coach Jeff Fish. Coach Jeff Fish, he been in the NFL like for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? He just left from coaching Arizona. You got Coach Belichick. You know he done won several Super Bowls with Tom Brady and his dad. You know. Then you got Coach Vinny. He done played with Nick Saban and won multiple national championships on the college level.
Staff.
Yeah, they got incredible staff, and it's like once your coaches like then did it, then been there, you know, then did it on the next level or then coached on the next level, it's like, you know, they know what they talking about. LSU. That's the last one.
Oh, you gonna throw that? That one ain't on the fly,
yeah,
though.
I ain't even put that one on the fly.
But you just picked that offer up.
Yeah, it's my dream school. I always told my mom, like, if LSU was to come in and offer me, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I committed in 4 days, so it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's hard to turn down your dream school.
He's saying, for all you Tiger fans, you ain't out of the mix.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Right? So he's
most
like,
definitely.
hey, keep your eyes open. We don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
What's guiding your final decision for Saturday, the commitment?
I'm big on honesty. Like, I'm big on trust. And, like, also, you at any school you go to, you want to feel like a priority. You know what I'm saying? Like a top priority. Give me the best chances to succeed on and off the field.
Well, you've heard it, y'all. Right here on Behind the Work. You had an opportunity to get to know LaDarian Clardy. Now you know him as Squirrel. Not only that, you found out a little bit about him and his family and how they have helped prepare him for life in general. Why should people, just tell the camera, why they should pop out this Saturday for the commitment?
Come on, man. You know, if you know me, then you know, like, I've been balling in the city for, like, my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I always been one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I show love to Pensacola, you know, every time I step out, I'm repping Pensacola, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like y'all should come pop out and see where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? 850, let's do it.
Thank y'all for joining us this evening. Once again, this was powered by the Watson Firm and sponsored by Sonny's Barbecue. I'm the coach, Dante Shepard. Once again, join us on the next Behind the Work.